Welcome to my channel, and thank you for allowing me your time and attention. The aim of this video series is a way for me to live in my purpose, or at least part of my purpose, which involves sharing knowledge gained during an ongoing spiritual awakening. I chose tarot cards as the medium, in large part because they chose me. They were an introduction and conduit to the world that exists beyond the edge of practical consciousness. I believe there are lessons that can be learned through the examination and administration of tarot to a life that finds you dedicated to a certain spiritual path. This part of it, putting myself forward for public consumption, doesn't come easily to me, and I admit that I do this kicking and screaming at the Most High to find another way. I understand very well, however, that one of my roles is as a guide, but also as seeker of my place within a very unique collective. Part of the lesson I have to learn is how to exist as part of a group, and I can at least take comfort in knowing that it's this group. I enjoy a certain appreciation and anticipation in being amongst such illustrious and exalted company. I make no mistake in using such lofty terms, because it's also my aim that you understand that in other dimensions and higher spiritual realms, you are crowned. It's only a matter of time until you exist as kings and queens on earth. You are gods and goddesses, set to live the complete potential of your divinity with a calling and responsibility to become a full expression of that. To go back a bit, I aim to bring clarity to a population popularly known as the chosen ones, or who I personally call the elect. I define the elect as that tiny percentage of people that slammed into earth, those with a clear mission to shake up the old order, divinely designed and assigned to become the new lords of the land. You were born anointed, bestowed with different gifts of the Spirit by Spirit. You have special skills and talents, and they lend themselves to an immense, but oftentimes latent personal power. Your first mission, then, is to remember who you were before the world told you who you should be, to remember the contract made in heaven when you agreed to become a spiritual being living a human existence. This original identity is often accessed by way of an awakening, that earth-shattering identity crisis that forces you to confront your past and present in anticipation of a new future. The experiences that shaped you will be put on full display for you to understand, absorb, and ultimately evolve from. In doing this, you are molded into an instrument of divinity, pure of purpose, and with a laser focus towards exhibiting all of the glorious gifts you are equipped with. By enjoying and exploring these gifts, you lend your energy to all that exists around you, and you raise the vibration of every particle of matter you come into contact with. You become a part of the universe's pulse, and weave yourself into the very fabric of Earth itself. For the elect especially, living can feel like the worst sort of trap. It's as if you're a horse, incessantly kicking at a locked stall, because you understand that there isn't a single part of you meant to be placed under rein, that to be broken in is just to be broken. You were never meant to be put out to pasture with someone else's permission. Why? When before this, the entire world was yours to run. Because of this, the path leads to liberation from your limitations. It's a call to release you from what has caged you for so long. You have to face what has made you hide and acknowledge that it exists. By doing this, you break down its ability to continue hurting you. This cage is oftentimes made up of your response to the negative stimuli you encountered as an individual experiencing existence unguardedly. It's trauma, learned behavior born of trauma, and the avoidance of additional pain. It's a natural, protective instinct within yourself to remove a vulnerability from further exploitation. It becomes unhealthy and stops your advancement on the journey when healing is required, and you refuse to let it be administered, which is what this process is designed to do. It even makes you explore what you count as good in your life, and examines it to see if what we cling to is its own kind of trauma, meant to keep us stuck and safe. Stagnation isn't acceptable either. You can't be allowed to rest on your laurels when even greater victories await. Nothing short of total and radical acceptance will be accepted if you hope to unlock this wretched cage. There must be a trust and understanding that this is for your highest good, even when it hurts. You always have a choice, but it isn't much of one when the alternative is a dim existence that sees everything about you locked away in a cage that you hold the key to. What you're confronting is the worst of you, protecting what's best about you. It's fine to be resentful or even enraged. You're dealing with things like insecurity, doubt, and remembered pain from old enclosed wounds that still somehow manage to hurt. It's not okay to refuse to do the work, and not for anybody else. No one is watching or privy to what's yours. It's not okay for your own sake. You deserve better. You were created better and destined to be better. To whom much is given, much is required. But so much of what is required is what you owe to yourself. It's the price you've paid to be where you are right now, and the toll it'll take to get you where you need to be again, illustrious and exalted. Now, your origins are decidedly otherworldly, and I understand that you're all travelers or wanderers at different points on this path, choosing to share your company with me for a short time. We all share access to a higher consciousness that sees us as part of the same sacred order, and because of that, I consider you my tribe, and I'm delighted to finally meet you. If after listening to what I have to say, you'd care to like, share, and subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated, as I would like the message to reach all who could benefit from hearing it. I also look forward to interacting with you in the comments. I want to hear what you have to say. You can teach me as much as I hope to teach you. Now, I do have much to cover, so let's begin.